Alright, so today what we're going to do is we're going to do another rebuild, and today it's going to be the San Diego Padres, a team that has so much potential, a lot of good young prospects. Tatis, you got Mackenzie Gore, a lot of good pitching, you got Machado. The team's stacked, right? So let's hop into it, and if you guys enjoy the rebuild, let's hit that thumbs up button, that like button. If you guys want to see another video tonight, let's get 600 likes on this video and I'll double upload today. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy MLB The Show content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications when you click that bell icon. And in the comment section, I would like you to tell me your favorite player to pick up in rebuilds. Who's your go-to? Who's that guy that you have to have on your team no matter what? If you missed last night's episode, or last night's video I should say, we did a relocation franchise. That's right, we're starting the series, and go and check out that video. It's on screen now and I'll leave a link to it up in the top corner. So really guys, that's about it. All social media links are down in the description below: Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Also my Twitch, we've been streaming at night all of my Diamond Dynasty grind. We've been testing out some franchise stuff, so if you guys want to just come hang out while I stream, links in the description below. All right guys, let's hop into the San Diego Padres rebuild. And again, if you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. So the big thing with the Padres is we've got some really good core pieces already. Chris Paddock, I like that. Zach Davies could potentially be a decent little arm for us in the rotation. Joey Lucchesi, Denilson Lamet, Mackenzie Gore. We got Perdomo, Quantrill, Morejon, Patino. Lots of good young pitching. A couple veterans in there as well, but I definitely think we could use a little bit better of starting pitching. The bullpen, Pagan, fantastic pickup. Craig Stammen, you got Strom, Bearclaw, Wingenter, Munoz, Castillo. Again, some decent arms, but I think we could use a couple upgrades there. And our closer, Kirby Yates, one of the best in baseball. When you look at catchers, Austin Hedges is more of the defensive option, and then you got Francisco Mejia, who I've been talking so poorly about, and he's actually turned it around with the bat. It's just defensively he's not the best catcher, so I'm probably going to start Mejia and we'll see how things go from there. First base, Eric Hosmer, kind of a consistent bat, but for me, he's making a lot of money and I don't know if I'm going to keep him around with the squad. At second base, we got the newly acquired Jurickson Profar, a player who just really has never lived up to his potential, so we might look elsewhere to find a new second baseman. Dozier and Greg Garcia as backups just don't really get me excited either. When you look at third base, Manny Machado, or as I call him, Manny McAdoo, you know, he's good. He's definitely good. Had a down year last year. I think we can definitely get the best out of him now. Shortstop, we got the face of the franchise, Fernando Tatis Jr. We know he's not going anywhere. He's our #1 player. In left field, newly acquired Tommy Pham is going to be our mainstay there. We don't have to worry about that. In center field, there are some questions. Juan Lagares, Trent Grisham, Franchi Cordero, Taylor Trammell. So probably could use a new starting center fielder. And then in right field, we got Will Myers, who again is making a lot of money. And I don't think he's really earning it, so we might be looking for a new right fielder. So overall, I feel like we do have a good core, and we could just use a couple new pieces to really solidify the squad. Like I've mentioned, there's some big contracts. You got Manny Machado, Eric Hosmer, Will Myers, even Drew Pomeranz is making some stupid money. So we might need to, you know, kind of axe some of these players and get some trades going. All right, this trade was actually pretty easy. Will Myers, Luis Perdomo, and Esteury Ruiz for Max Kepler, who his contract does go up, but with attributes like this, I'm cool with him rocking that right field spot for us. All right, we're going Josh Naylor, Jake Cronenworth, and also Eric Hosmer for Carlos Santana. Carlos Santana has a shorter contract and it's also less money, and I'd rather have him at first base, the switch hitter. So this is what we're rocking with. Pitching staff, nothing's changed. We're sticking with it. And then the lineup, this is what we have. It's looking good. Santana, Kepler. I'm actually going to move Greg Garcia down a lot because I don't understand why he's even in the lineup. I'm probably going to go Jurickson Profar. Actually, yeah, I guess we'll just rock like that. And then you can see we brought in Yairo Munoz as an extra bench bat. That's really about the only change. This is the team. I'm kind of interested to see how it plays out. We got some really good bats in the top half of the lineup. The bottom half, not so much, but season 1, here we go. I just finished the draft. Let's take a look at our picks, see what they're looking like. So, all right, our first 2 picks looking pretty solid. We got Rafael Gomez, 67 overall with 94 potential, and 63 overall with 83 potential for PJ Fold. And then Josh Jowers, it looks like our 3rd round pick, and we looks like we had a compensatory pick which is what happened. 89 potential for Josh Jowers, 64 overall, and then these guys look pretty bad. So 3 of our 7 picks look good. The rest are kind of trash. So you want to talk about some underperforming players. Whoa, look at this record. This is insane. 74 and 88. We were under 500. Like, huh? What happened? We're the 8th ranked team in baseball too. That's insane. Let's take a look at league leaders. Chris Paddock, the best whip. And you guys can see some of the stats here. I don't understand what happened. How does that happen? How are we so bad? That's insane. I'm absolutely mind blown about what happened. You guys can see the stats that are on screen, the league leaders and things like that. But my lord, were we atrocious. Like, just, you saw the team. We should have definitely been a playoff contending team, if not a guaranteed playoff team. But for some reason, nothing. So we got Rookie of the Year for Chris Paddock. And then you guys can see the MVPs, the Cy Youngs, and then the batting title as well. But holy cow, I am just mind blown with how this is working out. Let's take a look at our pitching staff. Eichhoff wasn't terrible, but we got a lot of pitchers coming up that I definitely want to get into the squad. Pagan, I moved him out of the setup role because he was doing atrocious. He had close to a 5-year RA, so moving him into the middle of the bullpen looks like that was a better move. Strom struggled, so not a player I'm probably looking to bring back, or maybe even I'll probably trade him. Pomeranz, I brought him up. He sucked. Wingenter wasn't terrible. Stammen was a lot better in this setup spot, and Kirby Yates was very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. I might look to go somewhere else. Starting pitching, Chris Paddock should have been the Cy Young winner. Look at those stats. You got Joey Lucchesi, fantastic. Zach Davies, phenomenal. Garrett Richards, not so much. And Denilson Lamet, not so much. So we need a 4 and a 5. But that 1 through 3, oof, I love it. Moving into the lineup, let's take a look at our bench. It's okay. You know, when you look at our farm system too, nothing yet. But Tommy Pham is our leadoff guy, 273. 24 home runs and 68 RBIs with 32 doubles. I will definitely take that. I think that's a pretty solid season. Fernando Tatis is only going to get better, so the stats right now, yeah, they may not look amazing, but it's still a pretty good season. 24 home runs with 35 doubles. Manny Machado hit 255, which is very disappointing for me, but he did have 27 home runs and 28 doubles. So I expect the numbers to go up for sure. Carlos Santana, low average, 26 home runs. I was expecting a little bit more. I was expecting 30 plus. So hopefully he can have a bounce back season next year. Max Kepler at 271. That is what I wanted for my right fielder. Almost 30 home runs, 37 doubles. Love it. Almost a 900 OPS. Jurickson Profar, I might give him another year, see how he does, especially if he'll take a low contract. I think he could potentially be a pretty good player for us at second base. Brian Dozier at 257 average, probably a player I just don't want to keep around. 7 home runs, 13 RBI or 13 doubles. I just feel like we could go younger and it would work out better for us. Trent Grisham, probably not a center fielder I want to keep around. Man, maybe Taylor Trammell, maybe just throw him into the deep end, see how he does. And then we have Francisco Mejia, who hit 218. 12 home runs is not bad, so hopefully he can have a little bit better year next year. So a lot of disappointment. I understand why we didn't make the postseason. Let's just get into it, see what we can do this offseason. The Dodgers defeat the Twins. All right. Contracts wise, the only one I'm not going to do is Greg Garcia. Arbitration, or I guess I should say arbitration. Kirby Yates. You look at those stats, you expect better. I'm going to give him one more season. Tender contracts wise, I'm expecting everybody to re-sign for the most part. I might let go of players like Trent Grisham and a couple other low-rated players with bad potential. And when we take a look at free agency, there's definitely some areas I want to improve, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of good free agents available. It looks like free agency is not going to be fantastic this year. Starling Marte is really the only key one, and I guess we could go after him since we kind of do need a starting center fielder, but it's looking like we're definitely going to need to make some trades. All right, season 2, I definitely want to strengthen our pitching because that's where I felt like we were really disappointed, and we're going to start with acquiring a new starting pitcher. We're going to trade Denilson Lamet for Jose Urquidy. Our next trade is going to be for Whit Merrifield, who's going to play center field for us. I know it's a little bit of a risk, but he's a good hitter. He's got a very, very friendly contract, and we're going to get rid of Drew Pomeranz. CJ Abrams is the big piece of this trade, but we got Tatis. No one's taking him over. And then Jason Rosario as well. That's our trade. So after the moves, this is our starting rotation and our bullpen. I'm not looking for a new starting pitcher just yet because Mackenzie Gore is going to come up, and our bullpen, I don't know. I'm just going to leave it and see what happens because I just don't know what to do with it besides just trade away a bunch of players. Our lineup offensively, again, looks really, really good. We also added Whit Merrifield. We should not be so bad. Let's see how season 2 plays out. I'll see you guys at the end of it because if we're not a playoff team, I don't know what to do. All right, so we didn't get off to the greatest of start this season, but luckily we were able to sneak into the wild card at 93 and 69. Nice. But I think we're gonna have to just completely overhaul like our pitching staff and some of these players because like we're 4th ranked in baseball, but we're not really playing like it. Yes, we won 93 games. Yes, it looks great, but like just things aren't clicking. Like you're gonna see some stats that you're like, how did this happen? How are these guys doing so poorly? How come they're not doing well? And so hopefully we can change some things around, maybe trade some players, sign some new guys, and hopefully we can get things going. So I'm going through these kind of quickly. If at any time you guys need to pause it, go ahead and do it just so you can see the stats. But for the most part, we had a couple league leaders here and there, but nothing too crazy. And I feel like that's our problem. We don't really have anybody that's really carrying the team. MVP went to Cody Bellinger and Mike Trout. Garrett Cole and Patrick Corbin won Cy Young. And then when you look at batting titles, it's like we don't really have anybody that's putting up crazy numbers. O'Neal Cruz was Rookie of the Year along with Dustin May, who looks like he was traded to the Tampa Bay Rays. So let's take a look. Chris Paddock as a pitcher, he looks like he's the one that's really being the leader of the staff. You got Zach Davies, who's behind him. Joey Lucchese's doing well. Jose Urquidy. And then we're going to have Mackenzie Gore come up to take over for Garrett Richards, who even as a 5 this year wasn't terrible. Jared Eichhoff actually exceeded expectations for me. He's actually doing pretty solid. And then when you look at our bullpen, Matt Strom, Craig Stammen disappointed, Jose Castillo, Andres Munoz, Pagan, and Kirby Yates. And actually things really turned around because at the deadline, a lot of these guys had high 4 ERAs. So when I was talking about bad performances, that's what I was talking about, but it looks like they turned things around. So with the lineup, we'll take a look at our bench. Franchi Cordero is actually hitting the ball pretty well, and he's really, Yairo Munoz as well. So those might be the 2 players I keep as bench bats. And then we do have Jesus Pineda, which was a free agent catcher that I decided to bring in. It was a 1-year deal. You guys can see potential. It wasn't anything crazy. Taylor Trammell could potentially move into the bench spot as well. And let's take a look at our starting lineup. Whit Merrifield, I decided to move to the leadoff spot because he was just hitting the ball so well, and Tommy Pham was struggling a bit, and that was at the All-Star break. I decided to do that. So Fernando Tatis Jr. Oh baby, please. Oh yes, that's what I'm talking about. 35 home runs, 35 doubles, 926 OPS. Yes, Carlos Santana, almost 40 home runs. That's what I want to see. Machado with almost 30 home runs. That's great to see. Max Kepler, almost 30 home runs. You got almost 30 for Tommy Pham. So moving him down in the lineup, I think might have helped him. The average is dipped, but you know what? Not terrible. Jurickson Profar, it's just not working out for him. We might need to go in a different direction. Francisco Mejia, a little bit better, getting better. And then Jake Bowers, a free agent signing for 2 seasons. He was okay, but nothing crazy. I might move Witt to second base, move him back to second base, and then look to just really bolster this outfield. I think that might be the move going forward. We do have about 1.3 million to work with, so we're in a good spot. So season 2, here we go. Postseason time. We're taking on our divisional rival, the D-backs, and hopefully we can get the win. I'm assuming it's going to be Paddock versus Mad Bum. Looking at their team, I don't think they didn't make any changes. No changes at all. 1 run does score, and we are down 1-0 to start this game. Not the best of starts for us. There we go. Jurickson Profar trying to keep his spot on the team, but unfortunately, I think his time is run out. I don't think he's going to stick around too much longer. I know we're going to need another run. I just know it. So let's hope we can bring it pretty quickly because something bad's gonna happen. It's just the way things are. There it is. Tommy Pham brings somebody in. Francisco Mejia goes deep, and now we got that 4-run lead. That comfort, that cushion that I thought we were gonna need. So here we go. Paddock, 7 innings, perfect. That's what I want to see from him. And probably should have taken him out, but I think we'll be okay. So he walks somebody. Let's take him out here. Let's go to the lefty Castillo. 1 run scores. We're gonna go. He didn't face 3 batters? I thought he faced 3 batters. All right, so they brought in a lefty. Let's go to another. It's the 9th inning. Let's bring in Yates, and he shuts the door. Perfect. We're taking on another divisional opponent, the Dodgers. So, it's gonna get pretty tough. It's gonna get pretty tough indeed. Can we defeat them? Can we, basically David Goliath type situation, and facing elimination? Going into the 3rd season, I feel like we're definitely going to be a lot stronger, but I still want to play it out. I still want to see if we can give ourselves a chance. We're at home. I think it's Chris Paddock. No, it's Urquidy on the mound. You know what? The newly acquired pitcher, I feel like he's going to be good. Looking at their team, it looks pretty standard. So hopefully we can do something here against Alex Wood. Man, that's a tough start. Corey Seager going deep, giving them the 1-0 lead. And here we go. Profar really trying to stick on the team. If we can get him on a cheap deal, maybe we move him to kind of like a platoon option, a second base / DH option, and see if we can do something. Machado goes deep, gives us a 3-run lead, and we're holding on. We're holding on indeed. 4-2. Let's take him out. I think they're gonna take out Price. They are. So let's go Pagan a little early here. I might even let him go another inning. Perfect. Carlos Santana comes in. There we go. Tommy Pham gives us that 4-run lead back. Can Pagan go another inning? Perfect. That's how we end the game. We're still in it. Game 5. Garrett Richards versus Buehler. I feel like that's not a good matchup for us at all. We definitely need to figure something out here. Joey Lucchesi, I think, might be the option there. Yeah, let's go Joey Lucchesi for this one. So here we go. And plus, with the lefties, they've got their heart of the lineup being lefty as well. I feel like that's a good little move on our part. So only 1 hit so far in the game. Make that 2 hits in the game. And let's get the bats going, guys. Bases loaded, no outs. 1 run scores, 2 run scores. The double play gets us out of that jam, though. That was huge. Can we do something here? Witt is trying to get the offense going, and unfortunately nothing's happening. There we go, Machado. Can we get another run in? We do. Francisco Mejia gives us the lead. Joey Lucchesi, you're going to come out. We're going to give it to Craig Stammen. I have faith in the veteran. Can he get us out of that? There we go. That was big. Let's pinch hit here. Let's go Jake Bowers. Struck out, unfortunately. And runner was thrown out going home. That's tough. Let's go to Pagan. Let's get a 1-2-3 tie ball game. That's not what you want to see. Please don't walk it off. Let's just play the matchups. Whew. We're still going. Francisco Mejia gets on. Profar 1st and 3rd. Let's pinch hit. Let's go. Franchi Cordero. Swing away. All right. Sack fly. He couldn't get the run in. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Really? Let's go Eichhoff here. Hopefully he doesn't allow a run. He doesn't. Carlos Santana strikes out. Machado. Kepler. Someone bring him in. Come on. Grounds out. And that's the ball game. That's our... Oh, you got to be kidding me. All right. It's okay. Baby steps, right? We're working our way there. We got the Dodgers to the last game of the series, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. Exclusive negotiations. We're giving Carlos Santana 1 more year. I feel like for $14 million, it's not terrible. Kirby Yates, I've been kind of disappointed in. Yes, he's great with the saves, but the ERA is a little high, and I feel like we could get someone just a little bit more consistent, someone we really can trust in. Garrett Richards, no thanks. Jurickson Profar, been pretty abysmal. He wants 10 a year. No, thank you. I'm letting everybody else go. No point in doing that. Looking at arbitration, Tommy Pham, I'm going to see what we have in free agency. I might go a different route for the outfield. Zach Davies, I definitely want to bring back. He's been fantastic. Matt Strom's been hit or miss. I'll see what other options are in the relief free agency pool. So Pham and Strom, I'm not too sure about just yet. Yairo Munoz, decent bench bat. Bearclaw, no thank you. Hedges, okay, that's fine. We'll bring him back. So really just Hedges, Davies, and Munoz are guaranteed arbitration offers. Contracts, I'm just going to offer it to everybody. And let's take a peek into free agency this year. And it's looking like we might just... Ooh, how's Ken Giles been? Hit or miss. What about Brad Hand? Kind of the same. So no true close. I might go Ken Giles, just give it a shot, see if we can get him. And then as a starter, we don't need any starters. And let's see, any center fielders available? Jonathan VR. Marcell Osuna instead of Tommy Pham. I might take that chance, or even Mookie Betts. We're gonna try to get one of those big outfielders. We're gonna try to get a good closer, and season 3 is our season for sure. All right, if we do not win a World Series this year, I don't know what to say. Like, this is insane, the team we were able to put together. I'm talking mind blowing. The budget, look at this. We're still within a very, very good budget. Let's take a look. We got Paddock, Lucchesi, Mackenzie Gore, Zach Davies, Jose Urquidy. We brought Matt Strom back, decided to make him the long reliever. We have Pagan, Bednar, who's been sitting in the AAA farm system for quite some time. Stammen's a 70, so I figured let's give this guy a shot. His stats don't look terrible, should be okay. Andres Munoz, Jose Castillo. We brought in Shane Green on a contract of $7 million a year. He's been phenomenal for the past couple seasons. And then Ken Giles, we got him as well, so he's going to be our closer. When we take a look at the lineup, holy cow. Witt moves to second. Mookie Betts came in. Yeah, that's right. Mookie Betts came in. And then we have Tatis, Kepler. It's just... We got Machado still here in the lineup as well. Carlos Santana. Like, holy cow. What? This team is insane. Look at the bench. The bench has got power. We got Bowers, Cordero. We still got Dietrich. It's just... What are we going to do? How do we not win a World Series this year? Like, I will be absolutely mind blown if we don't. Like, look at this team. It's insane. And the fact that we're still within budget is even more mind blowing. Like, insane. We're number 3. Who's number 1? The Yankees? Yeah, okay. Makes a little bit of sense. But holy cow, we are so good. It is incredible. 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 So, season 3, here we go. I'll see you guys at the end of it. I told you this was going to be our year. No joke, 106 and 56. And we're taking on the winner of the wild card. So let's take a look, see how the league leading stats were. Whit Merrifield for doubles, and Mookie Betts had the best average. And then Chris Paddock has been a true ace throughout this entire rebuild. Amazing. So here we are. Batting average leaders. You got the hits leaders. Not worried about at-bats, but doubles for both American League and National League. You got triples. Cody Bellinger and Austin Meadows. Home runs went to Pete Alonso and Eloy. RBIs are on the screen, and then we'll take a look at some other stats as well, as we usually do. Go through both just so you guys can see who's kind of like a good player to pick up for franchise. Chris Paddock had the most wins. He also had the least amount of losses, so he looks like he's really good pickup. So I don't see our actually saves for us. Ken Giles was up there. Okay. ERA, Chris Paddock, which is great. I would assume he is Cy Young winner, just based off what he did this year. Standings wise, we won the division by 7 games, and we're ranked 2nd in baseball now. So we've moved up the rankings for teams. So here we are. Silver Slugger. MVP was Chris Paddock. Rookie of the year was Mackenzie Gore. And the Cy Young went to Chris Paddock. So there we are. Chris Paddock had a great year. And then Bregman was the winner in the AL. Cy Young went to Chris Sale and Chris Paddock. Batting title, Mookie Betts and George Springer. Reliever of the year was Colomé and Will Smith. And then Rookie of the Year, like we mentioned, Mackenzie Gore. And then BJ Carlson. So, okay. Interesting to see that. So Chris Paddock throughout this entire rebuild was phenomenal. Like the best pitcher I've seen in franchise so far this year. Joey Lucchesi was pretty solid as well. Last season struggled a bit, but he got back on track this year. Mackenzie Gore as our 3 was fantastic. Gotta love it. I mean, glad we waited till season 3 to use him because he was great. Zach Davies, pretty solid throughout this entire rebuild as well. More of a 3, 4, 5 starter, but still really good, very consistent. And Jose Urquidy starting to fall off, which is disappointing to see. Matt Strahm was, I guess we should have been using him in this role this entire time because we put him here and he was lights out. Emilio Pagan, yes. Low ERA, low whip, gotta love it. More strikeouts than innings pitched, yes. Bednar was trash. Munoz was very good. Castillo struggled a bit. Shane Green was a fantastic pickup. Look at that, 35 holds, great ERA, great whip. And then Ken Giles, solid ERA, whips a little high, and 7 blown saves, but he still had 41 saves. So gotta love it. Gotta love it. Fantastic outing from all of our pitchers this year. Really happy with them. So Whit Merrifield is our leadoff hitter, hit 24 home runs, had 50 doubles, 19 stolen bases, and 800 OPS. Tommy Pham, you know, for a 1-year deal, I did 1 year, $4.5 million. Not terrible, pretty consistent throughout this. 800 and above OPS is good to see though. Mookie Betts, I think, was a fantastic pickup. You know, the home runs may not be like amazing, not 30 plus, but he still was very good. Good doubles, good average, good stolen bases, home runs, everything. Really solid. Tatis is up to a 290 average. He's up to a 96 overall with 33 home runs, 42 doubles, and 109 RBIs. When you look at his, his same side of the infield partner, the left side partner, 28 doubles, 22 home runs, and 97 overall, 280 average. The OPS wasn't high, but an okay year. Max Kepler, yes, good average, OPS, RBIs, home runs, doubles. He is a beast. Gotta love it. Carlos Santana, definitely starting to fall off, but 24 home runs, still pretty respectable. When we look at Francisco Mejia, he's in the 20 home run category. He's only going to get better, so I like what I'm seeing. And then Franchy Cordero, we're not going to talk about Franchy Cordero. We're just going to pretend like that never happened. So here we go. We're taking on the Dodgers in the wild card, or in the NLCS. Please do not lose. Please do not lose. We don't. We advance. We're taking on the Brewers now, and we're going to move everybody up one spot, and hopefully we just advance pretty quickly through this series against the Brewers, go straight to the World Series, and then win it all, of course. And we do. All right, we're taking on the Yankees. Here we go. Joey Lucchesi. What if we go like this? Both of them are kind of yikes. We're looking at that ERA. So here we go. Lucchesi versus Garrett Cole. 8-1. Ooh, Chris Paddock versus Severino. 5-4. We get that win. Then we take the loss. We take the loss, and we're facing elimination. It all comes down to these last few games. Can we survive? Can we get a World Series? And I think I've kind of jinxed myself ever since I said we're going to start winning World Series in every single rebuild. It's been pretty tough after that. So here we go against Tanaka. We get on. First 2 batters get on. We get those runs in thanks to Mookie Betts. Big time win. Talkman, LeMahieu, Glaber, Judge, Stanton, Voit, Urshela, and Hicks. I feel like offensively we're a lot better. We just got to get those runs in, and we just got to win some games. So here we are, 3-0. Love to see it, and let's see what we can do here. Pedro Severino is the catcher, so I wonder where Gary Sanchez is. Maybe he's just tired. But yeah, we're losing now. So what happened? Oh boy. As I'm saying, I think our offense is better. We just fall apart. It's a tie ball game though, so we're still in it. Joey Lucchesi, get us out of that inning. He's done. So let's get a couple runs here, or not. Let's just pretend. Oh man, our bullpen's just absolutely ravaged. So tired. Still tie ball game. Come on, Munoz. I needed you to get us out of there. I guess not though. Pagan, 1-run scores. That's a tough break right there. Tough break indeed. And all right, 9th inning, all comes down to this. Whew. Can we do it? We got Santana, Mejia, Cordero against Chad Green. Fly out, ground out. And do we have anybody on the bench? Dietrich maybe? Bowers? Let's go Bowers. Man, that's tough. It looks like we do get a playoff MVP though, and that's Mookie Betts. That's kind of expected. Like, Mookie Betts is a beast. Looking at our pitching, it looks like we got rocked pitching wise. Like, it looks like our pitching kind of fell apart in the postseason. Our setup and closer did very well, but it looks like our starting pitchers just got rocked a little bit. When you look at our averages, Tatis kind of fell off. Kepler kind of got quiet. But for the most part, everybody performed. And we'll take a look at the calendar just so you can kind of see what happened. Yeah, we got rocked there. We got rocked there. Yeah, it just seems like our pitching staff just kind of, maybe they got tired. Maybe they just got worn down. Something happened. But overall, I am very happy with this team we put together. This was one of the best teams overall wise, and I think performance wise we've put together. We couldn't win the World Series, which is tough, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So I hope you did enjoy it. Again, guys, you want to see a double upload today, hit that hit that like button, 600 likes on this video, and I'll do a double upload tonight. Other than that, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. Hit that thumbs up button like I've mentioned. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoy MLB content. Make sure you hit that bell icon and turn on all notifications. And in the comment section, let me know who is your go-to player to get in franchise and in your rebuilds. That's about it, guys. 2 videos are on screen now, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace!